Ask for help.
I don't need it. I need it!
Shayla, Aaliyah, please don't copyright me, yeah. What's up, guys? It's your Shayla, aka Simba the Lion Queen. I am back with another video, okay? As you can tell by the title, we are going to be doing 10 tips for college freshmen, okay? So, we're just going to jump right into it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you like this video. Share with your friends if you guys are upcoming college freshmen, okay? Alright, so the first tip, I have it on my phone, like always. The first tip is it's okay to come into college not knowing exactly what you want to do, okay? So this meaning, you know, when you come into college, a lot of people will go like, oh, I'm going to be majoring in this, I'm going to be majoring in that, I'm going to be majoring in this. Like, it's okay to come into like your school undecided, because you have more than enough time to decide what you want to do, all right? Like, more than enough time. I feel like by the end of your freshman year, you might have a calling towards a major, and I'm just saying it's okay if you don't know what you want to do, because if you dedicate yourself to one major and you're like, your mind is set on that one major and things don't go as planned, you might think it's the end of the world, but it's not, because it's fine. Like, it's not always set in stone. Like, you could switch your major how many I won't say you could switch it how many ever times, because like at the end of the day, if you have classes for something and you know you don't want to waste money,
because I'm all out of money.
But you can switch your major without a problem, like during your freshman year, because you're still more than likely just taking your general education courses that you need, like the core and mandatory classes that your school requires, okay? You have more than enough time to decide what you want to be, what you want to do, and everything pertaining to your future during college. That's number one. Tip number two, make sure you communicate with your professors. Instead of just disappearing and not keeping them in the loop if something happens, make sure you talk to them so they can help you and accommodate in any way, shape, or form. So that being, like me personally, when I had something happen in December, and I made sure I emailed my professors right away and told them, listen, such and such happened and I'm not going to be in class. So I missed like a week of school, and I didn't have the letter excusing until like a week after, and most of them, except for one teacher, were very understanding and were like, okay, it's fine, don't worry about it. You could hand in the classwork or do the classwork when you can. Like, just make sure that everything's okay. We understand, we get it. So as long as you communicate with your professors, I feel like they're older. I don't know. It's so much different from high school. Like, they give you more chances in college because they know things happen in the world that you can control. So I feel like they're just more understanding than high school teachers are, because in high school they'll be like, oh, you zero. Zero. With college professors, as long as you communicate with them, everything will be fine. Like, peachy dandy. Be open to trying new things. So my friend put this one. She put the rest of these actually, because I was trying to think. I was just like, dang, I can't think of anything. But be open to trying new things, okay? So that meaning, don't just try to stay in the same bubble that you were in high school, or like close yourself off from the world and just be stuck on what you were doing in high school, or like, you know what I'm saying? Be open to trying like new things, meaning like friends, activities. If you're introverted, try to be like outgoing more. Like, be open to trying new things, because everything in college is new. Like, you're not going to see what you saw in high school, I promise you. Like, college is just a different experience. I don't know, it's like in high school you're like almost in a bubble, and then in college you get a taste of the real world, which is exposing you to how the real world will be eventually, you know what I'm saying?
Shut up.
Be open to trying new things, because if you're not open to trying new things, it's not going to be fun for you. Because if you're like just stuck on old ways or old things that you used to like doing, then it's just going to be like, oh, I used to like doing this, or I miss doing that. Like, no, you are going to pick up new habits, new things that you find fun. Like, it's just going to be a whole different experience. So you shouldn't close yourself off to trying new things, because if you don't, then you won't get the college experience. Simple. Ask for help.
I don't need it. I need
This is a big one, because if you need help, ask for help, because more than likely other people are asking for help. And I feel like in college, if you need help, there's no reason why you shouldn't ask for it, because people understand that some people might not, like, and that's just in general, like, ask for help, like, not even just education wise, but like if you're going through something like mentally and you're like a little bit depressed, you're upset or something, like, you could ask for help. Because I know in my school we have something called CAPS, and it's basically like if you need somebody to talk to, they could talk to, like, if you're feeling sad, upset, happy. If you just don't have somebody to talk to in general, they'll talk to you, whatever. Ask for help if you need it, and don't be afraid to speak to people, like, education-wise, because no matter what, I was about to say in high school, in college, there's always people to help you. Like, there's TAs, there's teachers, there's people that are dedicated into, like, tutoring sessions in the academic center, if you guys have that. I don't know if that's what it's called at your guys' college or wherever you're gonna go. But yeah, there's, like, more than enough help. Like, if you need help, you'll find it. Like, you'll definitely find it. You do not have to worry about struggling in classes, struggling in life in general. If you're not used to, like, being on your own, there's people that you could talk to about that. Like, there's always stuff and things that you can do. There's always people and things you can do when you need help. Like, you're not just going to be by yourself unless stranded. Like, college has a whole bunch of people that are dedicated to making freshmen comfortable and feel like they are ready for college, if that makes sense. It's okay to be overwhelmed. Find ways to relieve stress, meaning exams, final exams in general, they can be stressful, especially since you're not used to the style of your college's exams. I feel like everybody's first exams always kick their butt. Like, you always like, oh dang, like, I didn't expect to get that grade. But it's just you're adjusting to this new way of grading, this new way of learning, and all of these feelings could be overwhelming. So it's just like, it's okay if you feel overwhelmed about school, about college, having to meet new people, coming out your comfort zone, and being around people you don't know, not being around your family, being more independent. Like, it's a lot, and it could be overwhelming. So if you are overwhelmed, find ways to release that stress. Like, maybe exercising, or join a club that you really like, enjoy, or do something that you like enjoying. Like, if you like doing YouTube, do YouTube. What else can you do? It's just so many things that you could do to relieve your stress. Like, I don't know, listen to music. Just make sure you find an outlet, because you don't want to get overwhelmed to a point where you're put in a bad space and you're not enjoying your college experience and you don't want to be in college anymore. Yeah, just make sure that you find a way to relieve your stress, because last thing we want is you giving up. Study in different ways. Okay, so she put study in different ways: groups, practice tests, teaching others, and etc. So, meaning, when I was in, well, I shouldn't say when I was. Now that I'm in college, I've been exposed to a couple of different ways to study. From math, we have TAs, and they'll basically be there for you to help you study if you need it. And then we also have the tutoring center, so if you like have a test coming up, they can help you and prepare for it and get ready. You also have your teacher, if you're lucky enough to have a teacher like that, because some of my friends don't have teachers like that, but well, professors like that. Like, my professors, what they would do is they would make a study session. So then that's something that they do not have to do. Okay, if you go to a study session for a test, they don't have to do that. Office hours, they have to do, but study sessions, that's strictly for them to help you in the class understand what's going to be on the exam. If you have study sessions that your professor is offering you, go to them. Like, please go to them, because they will help a lot. It's going to be different than you studying on your own, because you don't know what's going to be on the test. When you're in a study session with the professor, they probably will hint towards what will be on the test, what to expect, things that you might need to know, things that you might not need to know. So it's good to go to the study sessions, because you never know what they're going to talk about, and they will more than likely only be bringing up what you need to study that will be on the test. Like, they'll just be bringing up things that will be on the test rather than having to study the whole unit. So I think that you should go, because it benefits you more. And then you could go to study sessions that you make out of class, study sessions with your friends that you might make. And what else was there? Then there's office hours. You ask for the professor to sit down and help you with things that you do not understand. Those help a lot too. Then there's also practice tests that they might send out that you have to do. And if you go to the study sessions, they'll give you the answers possibly. And go over things that you might not have understood on the practice test. Making study groups with your friends, that's a type of way to study. Practice tests is a type of way to study. I like practice tests because then you know exactly what might be on the test. It's just going to be the same format probably, but different answers. That's the different answers. The same format, but different problems. So practice tests are great, especially if you go to your teacher at a study session and he or she specifically made it for the exam coming up. That helps a lot. Then TAs, I don't know if, I'm pretty much sure that all colleges have them. Like, I know for biology and chemistry we had TAs. If you're lucky enough to get a TA that actually cares and goes, I will help you understand this, and this out of the classroom, then they might teach you. Yeah, don't limit yourself just to the sources that are told on campus, because we used to have posters hanging around saying we will help you with anything STEM related, and you text the number and it was like a group of people that were never mentioned. So you would see it posted on bulletin boards, and if you call them, it was just like a group of students that would help you if you needed it. I reached out to my high school teacher, and she helped me. I was lucky enough to have her help me a couple of times, and that helped a lot too because I was used to her teaching ways already. She was nice enough to help me with the classes I was struggling in. So don't limit yourself just to college sources, because you might have a friend that might be doing good that can help you. You might have an old teacher that can help you. You never know, your mom could probably help you, because my mom be helping me. So yeah. Then the last one is balancing personal and professional. Working with school. You should working with school and whatever else you're doing. Like, if you're doing a sport, like, make sure that one isn't taking over your life more. Like, you can't always be working and not having time for yourself or having time to have fun, because then it's not going to be fun.
Well, duh.
I didn't understand it personally in my first semester when one of my professors was saying that in my freshman seminar that was necessary, because he was like, how many people work the hours? He was like, you guys have to make sure you balance your work with school and you time, because if you don't, then it's going to get unbalanced and you're not going to enjoy the college experience. So when he said that, I didn't get it, but then when I was working more than usual, I kind of started understanding what he meant. Like, you have to make sure that you have time for school to make sure you do your homework, which I did, and then you have time for you. So you can't just abuse taking care of you. Like, make sure you have your self-care, you take care of yourself, you take care of whatever, your hair, you do masks, you spoil yourself. Just make sure you don't abuse the fact that you're in school, work, whatever. Like, make sure you balance all of them. Yeah, just make sure that you take care of yourself while also adjust to this new schooling experience, and I think you'll be fine. It's kind of hard I don't want to say it's hard. Yeah, it's hard adjusting, because I had no problems with high school. Like, it was like this. Like, it was easy. And I would get good grades without trying. College, on the other hand, especially if you have a STEM major, it's a little difficult. Like, some people could do it. Me, personally, I can do it, but it takes a lot out of you, especially if you're working, going to school, and all that good stuff. So I would just say make sure you have a good balance, and you should be fine. I would recommend not working at all. Like, I now understand why my mom didn't want me to work during college. I don't recommend working unless you absolutely have to. Like, if your mom and your father will take care of you, but you want to work because you want to get shoes or clothes, don't do it. Do not do it, because I don't regret it, but I learned why my mom advised me not to, because it's too much. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then working and going to school, you don't have time to go out like how your friends do. So it's too much. I would not recommend that. Do not do that. Don't be me and not listen to your mom and try to work and go to school and still have time to study. And it's not gonna balance. It's really not, because the hours I was doing the hours I was doing was good for when I was in high school, because the workload was different, but it's not good in college. Like, unless you can do that, kudos to you, but I wouldn't recommend it. That's all for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys want more tips for college in general, let me know. These were just like tips that we came up with off the top of our heads. Yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys made it this far, comment a butterfly emoji, okay? I'm gonna see you guys in the next video, so I'm out.